Hey, YouTube, it's Jaden. I'm feeling a lot better about myself than I did yesterday. I believe I made the video yesterday or the day before. It was very recent. I know that much. But I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling very motivated. So with that being said, I want to make this really short. There goes Pepper. She's trying to get a shot in. Oh my gosh, she's so annoying. But I'm feeling a lot better. Which is really interesting because the reason why is kind of weird. Maybe it's not that I'm feeling better, but I'm feeling more motivated. And the reason why is because I actually did terrible on a test. I'm saying this with a smile on my face, but it's more so I feel the need to study more, and I actually want to put the work in and the effort, because that's what it wasn't before. I wasn't putting in the work or the effort, therefore. But the thing is, what it was is that I wasn't putting in the work or effort, but I still got somewhat of a good grade, so I felt the need to not have to keep working and putting in effort. But now that's come to bite me in the butt, so now I'm actually gonna go put the work in. And yeah, I know I sound mad lazy right now, but I sound mad lazy back then. But clearly, I do a lot of hand motions and it gets in the way of my face. But anyways, I'm feeling better and I feel like I need to put some work in. So, but anyways, I was thinking because I just got back from grabbing lunch at the caf, and I was thinking when I was waiting, I was in line or whatever. It's so interesting because I feel like in my family, at least in my nuclear family, right, or my close family rather. Hold on, I'm sorry, my lips mad dry. It got so dry in Pennsylvania as of late. Like literally 2 days ago, it was like 75 degrees, and the day before it was like 67. All of a sudden, it wants to be like 53 degrees now. Like, what is that about? It's my fault. Anyways, I was in line waiting for my food, and I was thinking about how in my nuclear family, right? Really just my mother and then my two sisters. It seems like they're like naturally right-minded, or like right-brained. At least my two sisters are. My mother, I feel like she's both, right? But I mean, at the same time, everybody uses both sides of their brain. But it's like naturally, I would feel like my mother is like both. Meanwhile, like my sisters are like too naturally right-sided or right-brained, and I would consider myself like left-brained, at least naturally. Not saying like, and I'm not trying to like, say that they're not left-brained at all. Like I said, everybody uses both sides. It's just stupid to think that you only use one side, because then what's the other 50% of your brain doing? But like naturally, as in like, like I feel like a lot of the things that they do can kind of advocate for what I'm saying, right? Because like my two sisters, right? They're both older than me. At least from what I've seen, like once I was young, ever like even to like now, right? It's so like clear that they're both like right-sided, right-brained, and I think that's a really cool thing because I would consider myself boring, like I am. I'm kind of just like I'm not stubborn, but I'm very like if it isn't broken, don't fix it. That's like me. I'm very that way. In terms of like what I do, in terms of like how I live, like I'm okay doing the same thing each and every day. Which I guess isn't really what I'm trying to get at. What I'm trying to get at is, so my sister, my younger sister, who's still older than me, she is incredibly like musically inclined, like I mean, I don't know what she was like when she was younger because I wasn't born, she's 5 years older than me, but like ever since I like what I could remember, right? Like she was always super into music. She was super heavy into like doing a lot of things that like included instruments, or she was just like she was always singing or humming, which was really annoying. But you know, that was her, and like that's always been her, you know. And to this date, like she's making her own music, you know. Like she told us a couple of years ago that she made like a SoundCloud, which she was writing her own music, and she was telling us, or at least maybe not all of us, but she was explaining how like she wanted to make like video game soundtracks or like movie soundtracks, and I always thought that was really cool, you know. That's something that's especially because I'm super heavy into like movies myself. Like I love cinematography. Like that whole idea is like super cool to me, you know. Like there's some movies that wouldn't be the same if it wasn't made by the one producer, right? Like Hans Zimmer, I think that's his name, Hans Zimmer. He made the soundtrack for Arkham, was it Arkham Knight or Gotham Knight? No, Dark Knight. He made for Dark Knight. He made it for Man of Steel. He made it for what was that one movie? There was this one movie that he made it for. Oh, Interstellar, my favorite movie. You know, like he made it for all those great movies, and they literally wouldn't be the same movie if it wasn't made by him. You know, because sometimes it's the movie soundtrack that makes the movie that great, or at least provides somewhat of a influence. You know, and I remember like she was always in the orchestra. I think that's what it is, orchestra or the band. I think it's the one where they play the string instruments, right? I think that's the orchestra, and she was in it for a good amount of time. You know, once we moved to the white school district, she was in it for as long as I can remember, and she was so good that her and I guess the people that she played with, they all went to Europe to play for the Pope. Like that's insane to me. And I remember it so vividly because I remember she got a dagger from Europe and she gave it to me and I lost it, and I was so mad because I actually that dagger was super cool. But like that's what I'm saying, like they're like super gifted in the right side of their brain, you know. And like my oldest sister, right? Like she paints, or at least she used to paint. And there's this painting that my mother still has in her house that is literally like my favorite painting of all time. It's like this giraffe, but it's not like she didn't paint it like a normal giraffe. Like she made it with like multiple colors. And it's so freaking beautiful that I want it. I wanted it like to keep for myself. And then I even told her that I could flip it, you know, like she gives it to me and then I could resell it for a lot of money. But clearly nobody my age really understands how, at least I don't think nobody understands the importance of like a painting from, I'm not saying she's a nobody, but like from just like a random person that they don't know, you know. But you know, like she paints like super well, and it's like I really wish she would continue, because like that was I remember she painted a couple other things, and I remember we went to an art gala. Me and my mother went to an art gala to what's it called? We went to an art gala with some of her stuff in it. I forget where it was, but I remember going to it, and I saw her paintings with I don't even know if it was a painting, but I saw a couple of her pieces with some of her classmates' pieces or whatever, and I always thought hers was like the best. I mean, obviously I'm biased because I'm her brother, but it's still like, you know, like that's like I just wish I had that sort of talent in me, you know, because that's the thing, it's natural, it's what comes to you, you know. Like I would say in the sense of like my case, you know, because you know, maybe I am a little above average in like math or, you know, physics or chemistry, you know. Maybe I'm a little above average in those cases, but those are things that you acquire as time goes on, you know. If you continue to study, that's how you continue to get better. But with like things such as music and art, I feel like you're just natural at it, and they're like natural geniuses in that case, you know. Like I really wish my sister continued to paint. And as far as my younger sister, I think she still does make music, and I need to listen to it because I haven't heard any others except for the one that my grandfather showed me. But you know, I just wish I had that kind of talent, you know, because I would love I'll be honest. In the case of those two, I would like to be more so of an artist, like a drawing artist, because those people are like the ones where it's like they can make what's it called? Like they could do like abstract paintings, and like, which is really funny because that's always been like a joke, where it's like people could just literally throw paint onto a canvas and then sell it for like $1 million, which seems funny, but it's like art is what you make of it. Like it's whatever. It's very subjective. It's not objective. Kind of how like logic or like stuff on your like a left brain person or whatever, like that's literally logic. It's objective. And I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I was thinking about that when I was grabbing food, and I don't know, I feel like my sisters are like right brain geniuses, and my mother is very smart herself, so it's like I got a family full of geniuses, and I don't know, I guess the right brain stuff stopped with me, but maybe I made up for it with me being naturally left brain. So I don't know. I was just thinking about that, but I need to make this short because I'm still feeling very energized to do all this work. So I'm gonna continue to study, drink some water, and also you guys should be drinking water too. They say to drink half your body weight, so although I do need to have a little more sodium in my body, but anyways, it's besides the point. So I'm gonna do my work. You guys should drink some water, and I'm feeling better. So other than that, peace.